So when she gets in the car, I'm like, what them hoes say? What's up, y'all? Welcome back to my channel. I'm KAHLEIAELORIA, and today we're gonna be installing a nasty piece of wig, y'all. And I'm gonna be telling y'all a story about the time I went out with some broke hating assholes. So let's go ahead and like get into this video. So this wig I'm installing is from Maxglam on AliExpress. So I am going to be putting this one on. This is a 13x4 frontal. I don't bleach my frontals. I just use lint spray. So yeah, that's it. So let's just go ahead and get that started. Alright, y'all, so before I get into the story, I have to tell y'all like where we met, all that. So we used to work downtown at this lockbox. That's what I want to call it. It was like a bank or whatever. So I used to be real cool with this girl. Her name was Chanel. We're gonna hear Chanel. Her name was Chanel. Now with Chanel, I didn't, you know, really fool with her like that. It was just like on breaks, we would sit with each other, you know, and kiki. But we wasn't talking outside of work. Let me make sure I'm close. We wasn't talking like outside of work. It wasn't that kind of party at all. So yeah, I'm just gonna be using spray to get this wig on. So one day on break, we were sitting with some other girls. Her name was Tiffany and some other girls, but Tiffany is more important. Tiffany was friends with Chanel. I was friends with Chanel. Okay, so we were all talking like, yeah, we should go out to eat, blah, blah, blah. And I was down with it. I'm like, okay, where we gonna go? So Chanel brought up Ruth Chris. Okay, she's the one that brought up Ruth Chris, y'all. So Tiffany was like, okay, cool. My blow dryer. Chanel was like, okay, cool. And we made it for that coming weekend. So we decided we're gonna meet at work, and then from there we can decide on who's gonna drive from there to the restaurant. Now y'all, the restaurant was like 7 minutes, was not far at all. Saturday come, we meet at the job, everybody show up. Tiffany gets out the car, and then I see another girl get out the car with her, and we're gonna call her Kylie. Nobody told me that Tiffany was bringing a person at all. Like, I'm thinking it's just gonna be us three. You know, we're gonna kiki. I don't really fool with Tiffany for real, but we can all chill and have fun. Why not? So we all discussing who is going to drive to the restaurant. Now, I said I wasn't driving because I drove the furthest here. I live on the north side of Cincinnati. We were about to, we was on the west side trying to go downtown. So I already done drove damn near 25 minutes to get down here. I'm not driving to the restaurant. No tea, no guide. They going back and forth. Pretty much Tiffany and what's her name? Tiffany and Chanel going back and forth on who's gonna be driving to this restaurant. So then Chanel was like, well, just forget it. I'll go ahead and drive her. So cool, I'll get in the passenger seat. Of course, Kylie and Tiffany sat in the back. Okay, of course, they friends. So we on our way there, y'all. We listen to some music. We vibing now. We having a good time. So we get to the restaurant. Yeah, I really hope I'm in focus because my camera been playing lately. But anyways, so we parked. I paid for parking. We get into the restaurant. Chanel was like, reservations for 4. And I'm like, bitch, if you knew somebody else was coming, why didn't you inform me? You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know this girl. I wouldn't have been opposed to it, but you could have let me know somebody else was coming. So, because Chanel made the reservations. So, damn, bitch, you couldn't tell me. But anyways, I digress. So, we go have a seat. And we looking over the menu. The waiter comes and he's like, are you guys ready to order? How you guys want to split it up? So we told him. I was by myself, of course. Chanel was by herself. And what's her name? Well, pretty much everybody was by themselves. Because at first they were going Kylie and Tiffany was gonna share like some food or something because Kylie said she wasn't hungry. Like, bitch, why'd you even come? I hate people like that. Like, ugh, why'd you even come? So then we order our food, blam and blam. Our drinks come out. Everybody ordered one drink, okay? So we sitting there drinking, kikiing. Now the drinks are like 20 plus, okay? Maybe the cheapest might be like 16 bucks, but like they're not cheap. We're drinking, we're kikiing, and I had brung up the girl I was interested in, and we're gonna just call her Mish. We're gonna call her Mish. And Mish was a cute stud I was talking to at the time, and I come to find out, I guess Kylie was wanting to talk to her too, but I didn't know this information until, I guess, getting hints. So we're all at dinner, and I brung up the girl like, yeah, we supposed to be going on a date or whatever. And she was like, oh, for real? Kylie said that, like, oh, for real, where y'all going? And like the way she said it, it was real like, bitch, you ain't happy for me. Why are you asking about me then? You feel me? So then she was like trying to fake question me like, how long you been gay? Do you even really like girls? Like, bitch, I don't even know you. So why are you asking me all these kind of questions? So I'm still being a good, you know, friend or whatever. And I'm looking at Chanel like, is this bitch trying to try me right now? Like, what's going on? Because she being hella shady. So we changed the subject. Our food comes, everyone's eating or whatever, and I'm like, yeah, after this I'm gonna probably go to Florence Mall to find me a little dress for my date. So she, like, again, just being real shady. So she was like, where you going to, what she said, Ashley Stewart? And y'all, I wasn't big by no means. I will insert pictures of what I looked like when I worked back there. Like, bitch, I wasn't big at all, but she was just trying to be funny because she was a skinny ass bitch, okay? So then I'm like, is you trying to be funny? And she was like, haha, no girl, I'm just playing, but where you going? Bitch, I ignored her. Straight ignore her at that point. So the food was good. Everybody ate. I mean, everybody ate their food, okay? Wasn't nothing left. Y'all, wasn't nothing left. So, checks come. And I'm by myself, so I already know how much my food about to cost. You feel me? Like, I already know it's about to be like at least $130. And that's what it was. So, baby, them checks come, okay? So, the checks are here. My food was $130. Chanel only got chicken. I had got steak. No, I mean, I had got chicken, macaroni and cheese, and a drink. Tiffany got steak, macaroni and cheese, and a drink. Kylie, shady, ugly ass, only got some shrimp and grits. Okay, so all of our food was semi-expensive, but not too much. Of course, me and Tiffany food gonna be more because she got steak. So she blurted out, I'm not paying for this shit. Why is it so high? Now, she's never been there before. Kylie's never been there before, but me and Chanel have. So I looked at Chanel, and Chanel just put her head down. Like, bitch, check your friends. So she just put her head down. And then the waiter comes back and was like, is there a problem with your check? And she was like, yes, it's too high. He was like, well, you ordered the steak with the macaroni and cheese and your drink. And he said the food's gone, so, you know, do you need me to call my manager over? He was acting all timid. But, I mean, I understand he didn't want no confrontation because she was already getting riled up, y'all. I mean, she was getting riled up, shaking the table. So the manager was already en route coming over to the table, y'all. I mean, like, we didn't need to go get him or nothing. He was already on his way, child. So he comes over and immediately was like, what's going on? What's the issue? She was like, this is too high. I got some steak and macaroni and cheese and a drink. My stuff shouldn't be this much. I forgot. I think her stuff was like maybe $15 more than mine, so maybe like $145-ish, okay? And He was like, I mean, you ate the food. Why didn't you tell us it was an issue then? Our prices are next to the menu. I don't understand what the confusion came about. So she was like, well, I need a discount, something taken off or something, because this is not my fault. I didn't even see it was that much. Like, y'all, just everybody is looking at us. I put my head down, and the manager seen that. So the manager was like, ma'am, can you come with me? So they go to the back door. They go to the motherfucking bed. I like signaled the waiter. I'm like, can you take my check? Cause you know, I'm about to go. And so he took our cards or whatever. Everybody else paid for their food. Everybody else paid for their food. But Tiffany. So we ended up going to stand by the door because like we didn't want to hold the table up when somebody else could be sitting there enjoying their meal. So we was standing by the entrance. And we looked out the fucking door and Cincinnati police is strolling their asses on in. I'm like, damn, somebody called the police on her. So, yeah, I don't know where I want my port. If I want a port. If I want to curl it. If I want to straighten it. What do I want to do? What do I want to do? I don't know. Let's just straighten it. Let's do a middle part. I don't know. I don't know what I want to do, y'all. Okay, let me just tell the story, bitch. So, so Cincinnati police strolls on into the restaurant and they immediately go to the back. So I'm like, damn, they here for such and such. Like, they here for Tiffany. And we're just standing around like, oh, hell, y'all. Like, what is about to happen? So Chanel was like, I'm about to just pay for her dinner. I'm just about to pay for her lunch just so we can go. Because I don't want her getting arrested and all that kind of stuff. Like, this is stupid. I'm like, this y'all friend. Like, bitch, this y'all friend. Because that ain't my friend. And then Kylie was like, well, won't you pay for her stuff then, Miss Bougie? I'm like, that's not my friend. You need to be paying for her stuff. So then the host came over and was like, y'all good? Y'all good? I'm fed. I'm about to go catch an Uber back to my car. Bye, Chanel. I'll see you at work. Chanel was like, no, Kahleia, don't leave me. Stay here. I'm sorry all this went down. Can you please stay? I don't know what's about to happen next. I'll take you back to your car. So I'm like, okay. Kylie just stood on the other side. I'm like, get this bitch away from me. Like, get this bitch away from me. We look up and she's coming back towards us. And she's putting her card back in her wallet so she paid for her food. And y'all, we didn't even get back to Chanel card before she was on the phone. Fifth Third Bank, how can I help you? Yeah, I need a dispute. Baby, she disputed that damn charge in a heartbeat, okay? So I'm like, damn, girl, you couldn't even go home first before you had to pull that number, girl. You had to pull that number. So let me go ahead and turn my irons on. I'm just trying to get back to my car at this point. So we get back to the car because of course we're not far from the cars. And I'm like, bye y'all. Like, I didn't even say much. Like, just bye y'all. I'll see y'all at work or whatever. Chad, I seen him at work the next day. Y'all, it's like 12:30. It's our first break. And I'm walking to my car. Now, at this job, the parking lot was like, this job was like freaking high school, okay? It had a bunch of kids. It had adults too, but like, y'all, we will be sitting on our breaks and stuff. We will be all in the parking lot 2 o'clock in the morning, y'all. Just, you know, shooting the shit, talking, listening to music, people throwing footballs in the street. Child, just a hot ghetto mess, but we was having a good time. But this, okay, so yeah, I go to my car, and as I walk to my car, I gotta walk past the group of girls. So the group of girls consisted of Chanel, of course, Tiffany, and then Kylie was up there like, bitch, you don't even fucking work up here. Like, you must not have a life. Like, why ain't you at home sleep or getting some paper? Like, why are you up here at your friend's job on her lunch break? Like, just bummy shit. You feel me? I don't know. I'm just talking shit. So then I'm walking past. I had a feeling it was about to be some bullshit. Like, you just be knowing. I had a feeling it was straight up about to be some BS because Kylie was there. So I walked past and Chanel, I looked at Chanel And Chanel ain't say nothing. So, bitch, I ain't gonna fucking say nothing. Like, fuck y'all. So, once I seen Chanel was acting like that, I already knew. I already knew, like, oh yeah, Chanel, you on that? Cool. Say no more. Like, say no more. And I hear Kylie ask, I should beat her ass for her hair. Bitch. Bitch. Now, y'all, one thing's for sure and two things for certain. Kahleia always had her hair done. I'ma have this hair done, okay? So, at that time, I had I had some nice Brazilian hair. And y'all, it's crazy. That's the same Brazilian hair I had wore to jail. Yep, that's a whole nother story, y'all. It's a whole nother story. So, yeah, I had some nice hair. Some nice hair in, like, going down my back. And, y'all, I'm tall. So, like, I had 24 inches back then. 24, 26 was giving, okay? And I overheard that and I just stopped. And I looked at Chanel and Chanel just shook her head. And I just kept walking. Because I'm like, bro, you ain't, Chanel, like, you ain't going to say nothing to this whole, like, stand up for me or nothing. Like, you ain't going to say nothing, though. So, at that point, bitch, you're dust to me. You're dust. You're done. And I just kept walking. And then Kylie again, she was like, Sadiddy, bitch. And I am. Bitch, and like, I stay in the north part of Cincinnati. And you a bummy ass bitch that stay on the west side. I don't want to hear shit from you. Okay? Like, I don't want to hear absolutely nothing from you. So, I just looked back. And I kept walking to my car. So, I'm sitting there heated. I'm texting Chanel like, you a motherfucking bitch. Don't ever talk to me again. Like, how dare you not stand up for me? Like, them hoes was trying to jump me or some shit. Like, what the fuck is you on? Like, and before I even text her, like, I already knew my little boo friend, the one that Kylie ended up liking, was coming over to my car course to meet me because we was talking. So, I see her walking. I'm keeping an eye on her because, bitch, I don't trust that hoe. I don't trust that hoe, Kylie. So, they were saying something to her. And Chanel knew that that was the girl I was dating. Tiffany knew too. And, what's her name? Kylie. Like, all them hoes knew that that was my little boo. Like, Misha was my little boo. So, I'm watching Misha. Misha's walking to my car. And as she walked over, she looked at them because they saying something to her, and she just smiles and keeps walking. So when she gets in the car, I'm like, what them hoes say? Like, what these hoes say? And she was just like, you hella fine, come here. And then another girl was like, my friend want to talk to you. And I was like, did a big bitch say anything? Because that was Chanel. And she was like, nah, she ain't say nothing. But she better not have fucking said nothing. Like, y'all, I was about to go in and let half, okay? I wanted to fight her so bad. Like, I ain't had no baby at that point either. Like, I ain't had shit to lose, y'all. Shit to lose at that point. So, I really, really, really wanted to go and fight her. But they would have jumped me. I already knew. Like, Tiffany really fuck with me, especially after that night. Like, I'm pretty sure Kylie done told her what I said. So I'm pretty sure of that. And I said, that's y'all friend. The fuck? That's y'all friend. Y'all should have been paying her bill if she had an issue with it. And y'all could have got the money back from her at a later time. But nah, y'all want to just let y'all friend act up like this at the damn restaurant. So I'm about to put this hair in a slight pony so I can work on these edges. And then I'm going to come back and how the story went when we came back to work after break. I wanna start with your mom and shit, you don't whip your ass. Girl, you ain't shit, but she don't care that you lit. Paying for trips, cars, bags. I'm about the crib. She never call you out. She like the way that you live. But that's some foul shit. She wasn't around me. You ain't had no money. That's why I find it funny. I guess that killed hit hard. Chanel come up to me like, I'm sorry. And I'm like, Chanel, I really ain't got nothing to say to you because even at dinner, you could have told me that somebody else was coming along. Like, I just kind of felt like you was trying to set me up in the first place. And she was like, hell no, I would never try to set you up. It ain't even that kind of party. I'm like, then why did you invite me out with some girls that didn't like me? You know what I'm saying? That wasn't a fan of mine. Because, y'all, I had all the girls. I had all the hoes down at the job. Like, I had them all. So, she was just, a lot of people just didn't really care for the kids too much. That's because I was probably talking to that girl. That girl wanted me, honey. It was something to that factor. But, like, so, yeah, I just walked away from her because I'm like, Chanel, it's just nothing to talk about at all. And then I see Tiffany, and Tiffany just giggling, looking at me like, bitch, what the fuck ever. Like, you hoes is so lame. Like, that's why I don't really fuck with bitches, bro. I got my 2 sets of friends, Brittany and Delano, and that's it. I don't have time for the BS. Like, the fact that you wanted to try to fight me over my hair was one thing. Like, you scutter-butter asshole. Like, you feel me? Like, you just, certain people I just don't want to associate myself with at all. And them are definitely some of the girls. So, yeah, y'all, just what I learned from this was, know who you're going out to eat with, okay? Know who you are spending your time with. I don't care if you are trying to date them romantically, just a couple of females you just met, anybody. Because, like, I really didn't know them girls. Like, I knew Chanel more than anybody, but I didn't even really know Chanel all like that. Like, I would never talk to Chanel outside of the job. When we would be indoors actually working, I wouldn't talk to her. It was just on breaks. We would chill. And that kind of started slowing up when I started talking to Mish. That's why she was like, we need to go out to eat. Like, that's when we just tried it. And, like, that's why I don't do stuff with coworkers outside of the jobs, because that is a lesson learned. Like, yeah, I've been in my current job for 8 years. When I left that job, well, I ain't left that job. I got fired because I went to jail. Y'all, that's a whole nother story, I'm telling y'all. But once I left that job and I had my other job, I've been working here for 8 years. And I've been outside of work with my co-workers. I only had 2 I fucked with to even want to be outside of work with them. One, I went to her wedding. That was the time. And the other one, she wanted to go Christmas because we was going to the Christmas party, and she wanted to go shopping for a dress, honey. And that's it. Them the only 2 occasions. I do not fool with people like that at all. Okay, I learned my lesson. Like, y'all, I learned my lesson. But y'all, I am pretty much done. Let me go ahead and hit this last piece with the flat iron, and then I'm gonna show y'all again. I got this wig from Maxglam. Information be in the description bar. Make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe. Follow me on Instagram. I'm actually about to go on a date, but I need to go take pictures for Instagram because I look cute. Y'all, I be struggling taking my elastic band off when I have nails on. Is any of y'all like that? Like, struggling. Let's rip this off. Oh, she's giving scalp. Let me hit with the makeup. Okay. So y'all, I'm giving very basketball wife right now. Yeah, it's giving. So make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe. I'm gonna definitely catch y'all in my next video. Peace.